10 interesting facts about jazz. 1. Jazz isn't just a genre, it's a melting pot of cultures. Its roots trace back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries in African American communities in New Orleans. It's a vibrant mix of African rhythms, European harmonies, and American blues. This unique blend gave birth to something entirely new and distinctly American. 2. Improvisation is jazz's heart and soul. Unlike classical music, where every note is meticulously written, jazz musicians have the freedom to express themselves in the moment. It creates spontaneous melodies and harmonies, making each performance unique. It's like a conversation between instruments, full of surprises and interplay. 3. Scat singing is one of jazz's most distinctive vocal styles. Pioneered by legends like Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald, scat involves improvising vocal melodies using nonsensical syllables and sounds. It's essentially using the voice as an instrument, mimicking the sounds of horns or other instruments. It's playful, virtuosic, and undeniably cool. 4. Jazz has many subgenres, each with its own flavor. From the early sounds of Dixieland to the swing era's big band music, the bebop revolution, cool jazz, hard bop, modal, jazz, and fusion, there's a style for every taste. Each subgenre reflects the changing times and the evolving musical landscape. 5. The Harlem Renaissance played a vital role in jazz history. In the 1920s and 30s, Harlem became a cultural hub for African Americans, and jazz flourished in its nightclubs and speakeasies. This era saw the rise of legendary musicians like Duke Ellington and Cab Calloway, who shaped the sound of jazz and celebrated black culture. 6. Jazz wasn't always accepted. It faced a lot of criticism in its early days. Some considered it immoral or unsophisticated. However, its infectious rhythms and improvisational spirit eventually won over audiences worldwide. Jazz became a symbol of freedom, creativity, and cultural innovation. 7. Many jazz standards are actually popular songs, from Broadway musicals and Hollywood films. Composers like George Gershwin, Cole Porter, and Irving Berlin wrote catchy tunes that became jazz staples. These songs provided a framework for improvisation. It allowed jazz musicians to put their own spin on familiar melodies. 8. Jazz is a global phenomenon. It has spread far beyond the United States, influencing musicians and cultures around the world. From Latin jazz in Cuba and Brazil to European free jazz, jazz has cross-pollinated with various musical traditions, creating exciting new sounds. 9. Jazz education is now a major part of music programs around the world. What was once passed down through informal jam sessions is now taught in classrooms and conservatories. This ensures that future generations will continue to learn, play, and innovate within the jazz tradition. 10. Jazz continues to evolve. Contemporary jazz musicians are pushing boundaries, experimenting with new sounds, and incorporating elements of hip-hop, electronic music, and other genres. Jazz remains a living, breathing art form that constantly reinvents itself while honoring its rich history. So there you have it, 10 fascinating facts about jazz. It's a genre that's complex, ever-changing, and deeply rooted in history and culture. Keep listening and keep exploring. If you found today's video helpful, please subscribe and like. Thanks!